Now then, hobbyists. Let's be realistic, RC is not a cheap hobby. Here at RC So-and-so, we veer more towards Tamiya, as building cars is part of the fun. Upgrades or hop-ups are a good way to tinker with these models, but a time comes when you've stuffed it full of aluminium and you don't really know what to do next. Fortunately, this is where additional shells can help. Tamiya has some brilliant bodies, but there are companies out there that produce fantastic polycarbonate shells. Okay, I will admit, sometimes there is some messing around to get the damn things to fit nicely, but again, this is a great opportunity to go wild with how it looks. Maybe you have a favourite rally livery, maybe you just like certain shades of green, or maybe you want an RC car that looks like the car your dad used to have when you were a kid. This is where replacement bodies can help. I have the Rally Beetle on the MF-01X chassis. I only use this for doing RC tours. It is an unusual shaped chassis and I struggled to get a second body for it, but I've messed around with Mark 1 and Mark 2 escort shells. Sadly, they didn't look quite right. The chief engineer recently bought the Suzuki Jimny on the MF-01X chassis, and this model uses a slightly shorter version of the setup, which means that bodies are a little bit easier to find. So he went out and bought a mini shell for it. Minis, well, the original version, are a car that's loved by some and have been popular for some time. They are a good car to tinker with. Our friends over at LB Mini on Instagram are constantly messing around with them, taking them apart, putting them back together, and then taking them apart again. Instead of nuts and bolts, maybe they should just use Velcro instead. Minis have always had a style to them, and the chief engineer's is no exception. When it came to design, he used Tamiya's PS18 metallic purple, which looks great, but not stopping there, he then studded it. You could imagine a hardcore punk band rolling up to gigs in it, or maybe the more anarchic characters of Rick Mayall and Ade Edmondson owning it. Anyway, one good thing about minis is that they work well in small areas, so when we found this grotty alleyway, we realised this would be ideal for the hardcore studded purple mini. So let's take this out on its maiden run and see how it looks. So you don't miss out on further videos and similar nonsense, please like, feel free to comment, definitely subscribe, and press that bell-shaped thingy to be woken up at all hours for further content. But for now, that's your lot.